I was in the car.
Oh.
And what was it I dropped in your car?
A can. Dropped a can.
I dropped a can on the floorboard, and I had the seatbelt on, and I leaned forward to grab it. And I felt like a rabbit getting field dressed. I thought I was going to shit my guts out.
And you could tell by the noise he made. It was just
Dude, I felt the blood rush to my head, my face get red, and I was like, oh, fuck, tears. Holy shit. Where'd it go?
So yeah, if you stretch the sack, I do believe it's called the bat wing. Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Can't Love You Bye.
You catch me off guard like that every fucking time.
I know, I love it. Welcome to this week's episode, everybody, of Can't Love You Bye.
What's up? How you been? I've been good. Thanks for asking.
Nobody's asking.
Nobody's asking. But they're tuning in to see what's up with this guy.
And it's not his dick. Spoiler.
Baby dick alert.
Hey, before we continue on, just want to remind everybody, please hit that subscribe button. And if you are a subscriber, go ahead and hit the notification button. It looks like a little bell. That way you get notified every time, fucker.
Smash. Every
time that we drop something new, you're going to get notified, and you're not going to miss out on stupid shit.
Dude, I didn't know that bell did that. Like a couple weeks ago, I'm like, oh, hey.
Yeah, because I mentioned it.
I'm on a podcast. I didn't know that if you push the bell.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. You hit a bell, kind of like, hey, dinner's ready, or hey, podcast is ready. Come take a watch.
Sweet.
Snapchat's blowing right now.
Dude.
Up. It's not blowing. That'd be great.
Thank you guys for being you. I appreciate you. He appreciates you.
I most certainly do.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Speaking of, let's get into this topic quick. I'm willing to bet, I'd say a good 97% of the people that listen to us like cheese. Who doesn't like cheese, right?
There are some weirdos that don't like cheese.
Like lactose intolerant people.
Well, okay, so most lactose intolerant people...
I'm lactose tolerant, so I don't...
Dad joke alert.
Got him.
Most people who are... Like, not most, but I guess a lot of people who are lactose intolerant too still love cheese, and they will risk that fucking bubble guts for some solid cheese.
If I was
milk.
If I was lactose intolerant, I guarantee you I'd be fucking shitting fire because I would be eating cheese.
Wouldn't be all the time. You get so tired.
Dude, I'm one of them, man. Like, well, we were talking about it the other day. Like, why don't
men.
What?
You just said I'm one of them men.
No, did it?
That's what it sounded like. I'm one of them men.
It's because my voice is gone and I was squeaking like a little fucking biatch.
Like a little girl?
A little squeaky squeak.
Like a little teenage boy?
Dude, pizzas. We were talking about pizzas the other day and how we were like, hey, less sauce, more cheese. Like, I'd rather have more cheese than sauce on my pizza. It's my favorite when you grab a piece and you pull it up and you're this high and you're like, fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
That one's mine.
You just wrap up that, and then just stick it right on top.
You pull it,
you don't even savor it.
The cheese is going to break, but it never
you don't even
breaks.
savor it. You just take that whole fucking cheese that you just wrapped on there and take it on that first whole
Especially
bite.
when you're sharing a pizza and you're like trying to be like, I don't want to touch the cheese somebody else is going to eat. Some people are weirdos and germs.
Yeah, weirdos.
And you get to the point where you're like 3 foot above the pizza and you're like, anyone got a step stool? The cheese is still stringing and you're like, fuck it. Just grab it and rip it off. Like, you're going to, germs.
Do you fold your pizza when you eat it, or do you just eat it like a slice as it comes?
A combination of both. So I have a madness method to my madness when I eat a piece of pizza. There's something about that little piece at the tip, like a triangle cut pizza, right? You grab it, you pick it up like a normal piece, and it like flops down.
Yeah.
There's something about that little piece that flops down that I like to get that fucker off of there. clean her up, square it up so it's nice, and then I fold it.
Well, if you fold it, it helps keep that piece up.
Yeah, I know, but I just like to eat that piece first. I don't know.
I just got to fold that whole thing.
It's a weird, another one of those weird things
better.
I do.
I don't know why, but it is.
Dude, you don't like Hawaiian pizzas.
Well,
but I'm just thinking because, I brought back
pineapple does not belong on pizza. I'm just going to throw that out right now. Doesn't.
We were just talking because I brought back a bunch of cheeses from Wisconsin.
Why did you say it like that?
Huh?
That wasn't even close.
What?
Wisconsin. You sound like a Italian mob boss trying to fucking say Wisconsin.
No, I wasn't trying to be
Wisconsin.
I wasn't trying to be Wisconsin.
What?
It's something I used to say when we were in high school. Like we used to call it Scanson.
But you said Wisconsin.
I know, but
you just murdered the fucking accent completely.
I wasn't trying to do a Wisconsin accent.
Whatever. You're just only lying to yourself.
I'll fucking lie to your face.
You just did.
No, not right now. I didn't.
Okay.
So before I was so rudely interrupted, I was just thinking because I brought back some blueberry cheddar cheese.
Would not expect that to be fantastic.
Dude, that shit was fucking awesome.
That's really fucking good.
And I got to thinking here, right? So like fruity, blueberry, fruity in my cheese. What if you made like a Hawaiian pizza, but you shredded that block of fucking blueberry fucking cheddar cheese all over the top of a Hawaiian pizza? My God.
Probably wouldn't notice it as much because that stupid pineapple was. I love pineapple by itself, just FYI, but that stupid pineapple would just overpower it. Do you know why?
Because you know what I think I'm gonna do? Pizza. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a road trip. I'm gonna go buy more, and I'm gonna make yourself a fucking pizza out of. I'm gonna eat the shit out of it.
Oh, better you than me, I guess.
I'm gonna ask you politely to try it.
Yeah, you are. I'll try it, and I'm gonna say. This is fucking disgusting.
Brandon, I got weird stuff that I do weird. Brandon,
everybody does stuff weird.
Yeah, fuck. Hawaiian pizza's fucking good.
It's not. There's gonna be a large amount of the population that would agree with me. Okay.
If you liked Hawaiian pizza, are you a green pepper on your pineapple or on your Hawaiian pizza? Or are you a no green pepper on your Hawaiian pizza?
I don't know. I've tried Hawaiian pizza one time. Fucking hated it.
You probably ate a shitty fucking pizza.
No.
You probably ate like a Barstool like 4.8.
No.
Hawaiian pizza.
No, it was just a Hawaiian pizza.
We need to get you a good one.
You're not going to get a good one because none of them are good.
There's some Hawaiian pizzas, like some of them come with like green peppers and shit on them. And I think it's fucking way better. With like green peppers and like some onions and shit on it.
You know what you should try?
What? Not a Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah, definitely that. But if you're going to do Hawaiian, you should throw some banana peppers on there and see how that goes.
Oh, dude, you know how I am with yellow peppers.
Banana peppers.
Yeah, same thing.
It's not.
So Brandon yelled at me one day. We were going to Subway to get lunch. And for some reason, I don't know why, I call them yellow peppers. Probably because they're yellow. Right? That makes sense.
But they're called banana peppers.
Well,
because yellow peppers are bell peppers that are yellow variety.
Yeah, but I mean, you've seen the Subway that we go to get sandwiches.
Yeah.
Some of the workers there need you to specify the color of what they're putting on the sandwich.
Nope. Every time I've gone there, I say banana pepper. And you know what they grab?
Yellow peppers.
Banana peppers. They grab them and they put them on fine. So you're just thinking your own weird scenarios in your head because you're ridiculous.
But am I wrong?
Yeah.
No. They're a pepper and they're yellow, right?
Kind of.
Yellow pepper.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure, but they're not their name.
So does the banana pepper taste like banana?
Do you call a cucumber an unpickled pickle?
No, I call it a cucumber.
Oh, the green stick. Unpickled green stick.
Of an unpickled cucumber.
Fucking stupid. Banana pepper.
Does a banana pepper taste like a banana pepper?
Yeah.
No. Do you know why it's called a banana pepper?
It tastes like banana pepper because it looks like a banana when it's whole.
There you go. Do you know where?
Fucking help me now. God, you're dumb. By the way, Mars is the fourth planet.
Do you know where the expression cockeyed came from?
Oh, God, don't go there. That's not even where it comes from. It's stupid. Oh, my God.
Yeah, so Earth is the fourth rock from the sun. Mars is the third, apparently.
You had to explain where Mars was.
Dude,
I had no idea.
I got fucking confused, man. I was thinking...
What's bad is I thought everybody, for the most part, knew. But I asked 2 other people.
Do you know what?
One did not. One had to think about it.
Do you know what planet gets forgot about all the time?
Pluto.
Venus.
Because it's not a planet anymore.
Venus.
No, it doesn't. Because most people, when they remember the planets, they don't remember all of them. They say Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. What's the rest? That's how it usually goes.
Or, man, what was it? What was the old elementary school saying? Something about women go to something and men go to Venus to get a penis.
No. I have a penis already. Did you get an extra penis? No, it's
extra. Think about what you could do with 2 penises.
There's a few different things.
I'd be that guy that
men go
2
to
fucking tiny penises.
Men go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Women go to Venus to get a penis.
Yeah, there it is. Get more stupider.
And then somebody goes to Mars to get more candy bars.
Yeah,
there's some stupid
candy
shit.
bars. Yeah, I went to Jupiter.
Yeah, you did. I went to Venus. I was like, fuck the women. I'm
Yeah.
going to Venus. I'm getting myself a penis.
Yeah, they fucking bent you over as soon as you got there.
They sure did. Let me tell you something.
Fuck. That was like middle.
Reel it in.
That was like early. It wasn't even middle school. That was like early, like elementary school, like third grade.
Yeah. And I think about that too. Is like, God, what kind of shit do my kids say? You know?
Oh, dude.
Because when I was
my kids
10,
are getting fearless.
Are they?
Oh yeah, they're getting fearless, man. Like I'll be in the other room, and like they're getting to the point where they think that
you can't hear them and stuff.
I'm not listening or I'm not paying attention, and they'll drop like a fucking F-bomb or this and that.
Oh yeah,
and I'll do this shit where I'll stop what I'm doing. I'll put down whatever I got, and I'll calmly turn around and start walking my way towards like the bedrooms or the living room, whichever they're in. And I'll just casually walk and I'll stop right outside of the fucking where I'm trying to catch them. And they'll say it again or do something else. And I'll walk in the room and I'll just stand there as quiet as possible. And they'll be fucking fighting and yelling and this and that. And one of them will be like, "You fucker." And then they'll like turn and they'll be like, they'll see me and their whole fucking life just like bleeds from them. Like,
oh shit.
Oh no. And I'm like, and I don't say anything. I just look at them. They're like, uh-oh.
I didn't say it.
Or like
I said schmucker.
Or like that weird shit where
word.
like you walk in and you catch them, and as soon as you catch them, like they do that shit where they just like, they see you and they like kick and throw their arms like, "Oh, I was just playing, Dad." You caught me playing. I don't.
My kids have never done that. I don't think.
You catch them and they like do this awkward shit, like they're trying to like play off that they weren't doing anything wrong. Oh, both my kids. It was like, "Oh, hey, didn't see you there, Dad. We were just talking about stuff."
Mine will be fighting and shit, and I'll hear what's going on. And my youngest will come as soon as like they see me. It's usually the youngest too. She'll look at me and like know that I heard some shit, and she'll be like, "So what happened was Bailey was doing this, and then I said, 'No, you can't do this.'" Some stupid shit like that. She like tries to go ahead and throw her fucking her story out there first. It's like, shut up.
Hey, first story out there tends to be the truth.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's just like, so what happened is
So I was playing all by myself when
Bailey comes out of nowhere and just punches me in the mouth. So I hit her back.
Do you remember the last time we were editing and we were sitting there and Bailey was on her computer and she just like randomly started like, I can't remember what she said, but she was
making noises and stuff. Or
she was just playing her games, like randomly started making noises.
Yeah, she does that.
Dude, it caught me off guard.
She does that shit randomly, dude. All the time. She does some random sounds and shit.
Yeah, it was like she was trying to make the music for what she was doing on her computer.
It probably was.
And it was like, to her, it probably made sense, but like to us editing, not paying any attention to what she was doing, when she did it, it was like, yeah, get it, Bailey.
Dude, she does some weird shit sometimes.
She looks just like you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jane, I'm going to show you this picture. Jaden saw this picture the other day, and she's like, now, everyone says Corbin looks like you when you were young, but I see this picture of you, and Corbin looks nothing like you. So this is me and my cousin, the one we grew up like brothers.
Grew up as brothers.
As brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking nerd alert.
Yeah. You got the same hat on.
Yeah. Same fucking hat. Dude, that's and do you know where we were going? Or so because we had the same hat on, this picture was after we had already been where we were going. But do you know where we went that day?
Fishing?
No.
I don't know. I have not a clue.
We went to the Titanic Museum.
Oh, of course you did. Yeah.
Because when I was that age in that picture, like, I was the biggest Titanic buff you've ever met in the fucking world. Dude, I knew everything about the Titanic. How many people died, how many people lived, how many lifeboats didn't get launched, how long the Titanic stayed afloat after it fucking hit the iceberg. I knew fucking everything.
How thick was the steel that the Titanic was made out of?
It was 18 inches.
That's not right.
That's not right. Probably not.
No. I don't know.
No, I'm actually...
Would it even be steel? I don't fucking know.
No, it was steel.
Was it?
It was all fucking pounded rivets and shit.
Mm.
But dude, that was my thing. I had a fucking 3D puzzle.
You
on
probably
the Titanic.
loved the fucking movie, huh?
I had a giant book, like a giant book. It was probably 18 inches wide closed, and then you flip it open.
Jesus.
And like you'd flip it open and it was like you're looking at the front of the ship and it had like all the deck levels and shit, and you could see what was on each deck and what they stored. And
such a nerd.
Dude, I was all about it.
Oh my God.
And I was such a big fan of the Titanic, right?
No.
Like, I fucking loved the Titanic and I was so interested in it that when the movie came out, my parents let me watch the scene where Jack drew the naked picture of Rose, and I was like 10, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, titties.
That's the best part of the whole movie.
Oh, I fucking loved it. I'm like, oh, boobies. And I'm sitting there, and the whole time I remember the first time I watched it, it was the first house that I ever lived in. And I'm sitting on the couch. My dad's in like the lazy boy, and my mom was on the other side of the couch. And I was like hanging over the armrest, like glued to the TV. And all of a sudden, here comes the scene, and her boobs come out. And I like looked at my mom and dad, waiting for them to be like, all right, get out of here, leave the room. And they like didn't say anything. And I was like, and I like checked back again.
Maybe they didn't notice me.
And it was like, they were like, this is the movie for you to watch. Like, of all movies, you want to watch this movie, it's okay. And I'm like, booby. Dude, I'll never forget it. And that was back when it first came out, and it was on VHS. And I remember
you weren't 10 then. Did you say you were 10?
I was like,
you would have been like,
I was like 9 or 10.
You would have been, no, Not when it first came out. You would have been like 3 years old.
Are you fucking shitting my dick right now?
I'm not shitting your dick. What year were you born?
All right.
What year were you born?
As usual.
Hold on. What year were you born?
I'm not going to say it publicly.
Get the fuck out of here.
91.
91. So you were like 5 or 6 when it first came out. Because it came out in like 96, 97.
It did come out in 97.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it was just the first time I watched it then.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because I would have been...
You're so cute, dude.
I would have been 10 in like 2001. So 9 would have been 2000.
Yeah.
Maybe I was a little younger than I thought. I don't know.
I was 10 when it came out.
I don't know. Well,
I was,
hey,
let's say 97, right?
you always got to be fucking right.
I was 11.
97.
What? I don't always have to be. I just always am.
But
I can't help that.
It was like, I remember the VHS set, like after it came out and we saw, like, because the first time I saw it, my parents bought the VHS set and like I didn't go see it. And I remember it was like, remember when they had like really long movies back in the day and it was like the double VHS?
Yeah.
There's 2.
Yep.
You got to a certain point and it was like, please change tape 2.
Yeah. Like Schindler's List.
Yeah.
Did you watch that movie?
No. No, I didn't.
I can't believe you've never seen Schindler's List.
I can't believe we've never seen Titanic.
I've seen Titanic. Jesus, dude. You gotta stay in more. I guess. You don't gotta get out more. You gotta stay in more. Watch some fucking movies.
I need to stop getting around so much.
Yeah, Jesus. Schindler's List. It's a classic.
I've never seen it.
I can't believe that.
Hey, sometimes it is what it is. I'm an uncultured swine.
You are uncultured swine.
But I have seen the movie Babe.
My God.
Speaking of swine.
Stupid ass. But have you seen Charlotte's Web?
Yes.
Wow.
I have.
Okay.
Charlotte was kind of a bitch in that movie.
No, she wasn't.
At first.
She was like the nicest person spider ever.
No, she was kind of a bitch at first.
You know, our episodes are going to turn into what movie has Colby not seen this week?
Well, there's a lot of movies out there that I haven't seen.
I've seen quite
a few movies though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a good classic that I remember watching like on VHS.
Classic as in,
dude, you know what classic movie from classic like my age classic, your age classic. Remember like the original Flintstones?
The movie?
The movie, not the cartoon, like the original Flintstones movie with fucking
John Goodman.
John Goodman and
Rosie O'Donnell.
And
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I can't think of his name.
God, why can't I think of her name?
Her name?
Yeah.
I thought
she was the assistant to John Goodman as Fred, like when he got the big boy job.
What?
She wore the sexy fucking outfit.
Hold on.
Halle Berry.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I totally forgot she was in that.
And they were arresting her, and she was like, I've been a bad girl.
The Halle Berry.
I remember being like fucking a little kid, like,
Have you ever seen Monsters Ball?
I've seen basketball.
You seen basketball?
Yeah.
That's actually surprising.
That's a fucking...
No, Monsters Ball, dude. Fucking she gets
basketball.
railed hard by Billy Bob Thornton. Naked. See her full Monty, pretty much.
Dude, so think about filming a movie, right? And having to do like a hardcore sex scene like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think some of the actresses and actors actually have sex?
They do. So I actually saw something about that one time, and it was that it was like a set. Fake that. It was like a set of movies.
Be hard to fake it.
It was like there was like different. There's like that's what you need a fluffer for.
He's like
fluffer.
like,
but there was it was Nymphomaniac. There was like I never saw him, but I heard about it. And one of them was Shia LaBeouf was in there, and they actually did. Some of them actually did like I don't know if they were fucking or what exactly they did, but yeah, they actually did the whole.
They did the whole sex scene.
Whatever scene they were doing, that was legit. So sometimes I suppose they do.
I've thought about that. Like, imagine like having to do a sex scene, right? And like make it seem real.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
It'd be hard. It'd be hard not to get hard.
It'd be soft, but
and then be like awkward about it. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to act here. Sorry, my boner's pushing up against you.
I don't know.
Well, but with like all the cameras and shit, maybe you wouldn't. Maybe you'd be all like, too many people around. Like,
mm-hmm. Yeah, I suppose how it does. It depends on how they do the camera angles and shit. Because, I mean, I guess you could fake it as long as they're not. But like Monsters Ball, they show them like full body show them. So if it was something like that, that'd be hard to fake. But if it was something more like they just show your torso and stuff and like facial expressions and whatever, so, you could fake that.
Yeah,
with the women especially, because that's all they do. Fake it. Just kidding.
They wouldn't have to fake it if you were good at it.
Oh,
that's the trick.
Well, being good at it. I never took how to be good at sex 101. So
figuring out how to be good at it's the hard part. God damn. So I was watching a Ralphie May stand-up comedy, and he was talking. No, it wasn't Ralphie May. It was some other guy. I don't even know his name, but I remember listening to the skit because it was so true. He goes, "You know what the problem is? Vibrators.
Vibrators are the problem.
Vibrators are the reason every woman thinks a man can't fuck
because he gets them off.
They're getting so fucking tuned and dialed in with their vibrators that now it takes them fucking an hour to fucking get off." There ain't no fucking man in the world that can fucking keep up.
What you got to do is be in tune with the toys and use the toys on them, and then just mix it in there.
You're a toy.
You're a tool. Hey,
dude. But
speaking of tools, sensuous.
You're so dumb.
Sensuous. I want you guys to spread that. Spread the sensuous.
Yeah, because Brandon wants to be known for something stupid.
I didn't make it up. I wasn't the one that made it up.
Who made it up?
I don't know who made it up. I know who I got it from.
Do you remember who you got herpes from?
Who doesn't remember who they got herpes from?
Yeah. That's always a traumatic, like, what is that? That looks like herpes.
I mean, I guess unless you're like whoring around and you're just banging like several people a night or whatever, then you probably be like, well, fuck, I don't know which one gave me herpes.
Do you ever get fucking mustache hairs that like tickle the tip of your nose? I hate those.
Yeah. They curve up perfectly and then they like get caught on your nose hairs and they start pulling on them and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's annoying.
Fucking. And it always seems like my hands, like I'm at work, like hands in a motor or doing something where I'm covered in like dirt and grease and oil or something. And all of a sudden it's like randomly the hair just decides to like go from, I'm going to tickle his nose. and I'm like, so
you have to like find a clean spot on your arm or something.
Then I'm looking at the back of the skid loader like, that looks good.
That's a good spot.
Start itching my nose on the back of the skid loader.
I just find the cleanest spot I can and just use that shit.
Fucking.
No, what's worse is when you get something in your eye and you have to like get it out.
Oh yeah.
I'll usually just take my finger and stick it in my shirt. And then stick my shirt in my eye. It's like
I want to get this out there, okay? For all of those upper level management motherfuckers that are gonna follow us and watch us, that you're either a service manager or like a store manager of a mechanic facility or a dealership or whatever. I want to let you know that yes, safety glasses do prevent eye injuries. However,
projectiles.
I want to let everybody in on a little secret that this whole like safety glasses and gloves thing does not prevent people from getting eye injuries or hand injuries. It fucking happens because of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many times I've been like grinding welds down or whatever, and I've got my safety glasses on. I've got, you know, my welding helmet, which is also a face shield for grinding or whatever. And when shit starts flying, it starts flying, and you get like specks of metal landing in your hair and on your forehead and
on your back.
And you're like, oh, cool, job's done. You take them off, and you're sweating because you're always hot, and it always seems like there's never a dealership anywhere or a facility anywhere that has mechanics in it that makes enough money they can afford to put air conditioning in a shop.
Yo,
that's always weird.
That is always
weird. But so you're sweating your ass off, and you're like, oh, God damn it, I'm sweating. And you get these little debris on your hands and arms and forehead, and you're sweating, and you're wiping the sweat away. Next thing you know, you're at the eye doctor getting a piece of metal ground out of your eye because sweat dripped it right down into your fucking eye.
Well, it's not even just that. But like the safety glasses, it doesn't prevent shit from going through the tops.
Dude, the ones that are crazy are the ones that...
Get out of here, you crazy little bastard.
The ones that are nuts are like, like you're grinding or drilling, and you get like a speck that goes straight up and comes back down and hits the inside of the fucking safety glasses and then bounces into your fucking eye.
Yeah.
And then the first question everyone asks you is,
were you wearing your
where do you wear your safety glasses? Yeah. Hey,
I've had
do my job and wear safety glasses.
I've had shit somehow make its way like around a welding helmet and under my fucking safety glasses before.
Yeah.
That shit happens. It's fucking weird, but it fucking happens. It's not very often.
I had an ember one time when I was welding. This is my favorite one I've ever had. Probably because it hurt the worst, but I was welding, and I wasn't like welding upside down or overhead or anything. It was just welding. And this motherfucking ember popped off the weld, come down in my helmet. I go, oh shit. And like, as I moved, it bounced off my helmet and went down the fucking collar of my shirt. And I was like, shit. And it fucking stuck to the meat and potatoes. And it burned itself in, dude. And I had a big old crater where it just like started burning into the muscle. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I love it when they go down the glove and you get those big embers that go right down the glove. And
I got really good. I got really good at like the one fling. So like
the glove,
I didn't have to shake it.
Yeah.
I could just whip in the one fling, the glove come off. I got really good at that.
Yeah.
Dude, it's amazing to me that there's people out there that assume that something like safety glasses, like just putting safety glasses on.
Oh, you're safe. You're totally safe.
Prevents all fucking
everything.
Eye injury.
Yeah.
Putting gloves on, you can't get hand injuries anymore.
No. Which is stupid. Obviously you can, but gloves almost make it worse because a lot of the times the shit you're working on, you can't even use gloves just to do what you're doing.
Dude.
Not the gloves they want you to use. They want you to use like thick ass fucking gloves with Kevlar and shit, and you can't even grab a fucking bolt.
I was in the ER one time, and I'm not sure. I think it was when
I don't know why I was there, but
I think it was when my son was little. Like, you know, we're new parents. My son's sick, not getting over it. Like, has a fever, and we're like, oh, you just got to go to the ER. You know, so I think it was like one of those things.
Right.
So we're in the waiting room, waiting to like be seen. And this guy comes rolling in, and he's got, I can't remember if he was I think he walked in, but he had a buddy with like a giant wrap around his arm. And the buddy was like squeezing his arm. And the guy like walked in with his friend holding his arm. And I was like,
like a walking tourniquet.
What the fuck is going on there? So I'm like eavesdropping.
Of course you were.
Right? The guy was a welder fabricator, right?
Yeah.
He was wearing safety glasses, a welding helmet on grind mode while he was grinding or like cutting with a cutting disc.
Oh,
he was wearing a welding. He still had the welding coat on when he was in there. He had a full welding coat. The cutting disc disintegrated,
mm-hmm.
and when it came apart, it fucking lodged in his bicep, and it was like they couldn't let go of his arm because as soon as they let go of his arm, it was spewing fucking blood. And I'm like thinking to myself, see, now this is a perfect example of how all these people tell you that you have to have everything and your brother under the sun for safety equipment. But nobody ever thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
those are scary. I've had them blow.
But I don't like broadcasting shit like that, because you say that to the wrong fucking engineer or safety guy, the next thing you know, you're wearing a fucking
full body armor,
Kevlar fucking
like you're about to go defuse a bomb in fucking Iraq and shit.
Just go fabricate a fucking hand railing or something. Like,
well, don your suits.
Don your suits.
You gotta go.
And he'll be like,
cut this bolt off.
They'll be like, and make sure not only do you have to wear the suit, but because we can't afford AC in this multi-million-dollar facility, you can only wear it for 5 minutes at a time, and you got to stop, take a break, so that you don't overheat.
That's a confined space, technically.
Hey,
are you certified? Confined space certified?
What if you put AC in the shop? Oh, we don't make enough money for that.
Much, you're doing that. Our shop in Phoenix.
But
in Phoenix, Arizona didn't have AC. We had swamp coolers.
The sales guy has a fucking truck that blows 61-degree air conditioning, and he just went and took it in because he was bitching it was blowing too hot. Yeah, no, he's sales, though. He's sales. It's
They're
different.
Important.
He's fucking.
They're not as replaceable.
If you're a sales guy, we're just making fun of sales. We're being serious about it.
Fuck you.
Fuck
just
you.
kidding.
No, but for real.
But for real.
A bunch of pussies.
Holy shit.
It's so real. Fucking the troubles.
The troubles.
The troubles. Hey, I gotta look at my notes here because I was gonna ask you something.
Your notes. I got a question for you.
Oh, what is it? Because I remembered I was going to talk to you about something because I thought about it the other day.
Oh,
so
go ahead, because mine might take a minute.
Okay,
Mine's
so
a debate, if you will.
So remember how I keep saying, like, I feel like I'm turned into a lard ass. Right. So like food,
shit in the eye,
dude.
Fuck.
Food, me and food, like I eat it all. I love it.
Food.
I've never had a problem with food. And I've never been like a big fat guy.
Oh.
That was a douche burp.
That was a douchey burp.
I've never been a big fucking like big fat guy. I've never had like a overweight problem. But I can feel myself getting bigger than I should be. And it's because I'm not really like, okay, half of that burrito was enough. You can stop. Dude, I've been like,
I could totally finish this.
I can totally finish it. And I've been eating like a fat guy.
Yeah.
And I wrote down a question, and I got to make sure I say it correctly because
say it correctly.
Yeah. Okay. So I wrote it down because I wanted to say it correctly. Have you ever field dressed a rabbit?
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Okay, so when you go out hunting and you shoot a rabbit, there's an easy way to field dress a rabbit. And for those of you who don't know what field dress means, it means remove the internal organs from the animal so that the muscle temperature is cool so that you can go home and then later skin them and eat them for dinner or whatever. But like a rabbit, you don't have to cut them open or anything. Their skin is so thin that you can just squeeze around the rib cage and like milk them down, and all the internal organs come out their butt. And I was thinking about it the other day because I was in the car.
Oh.
And what was it I dropped in your car?
A can. Dropped your can.
I dropped a can on the floorboard, and I had the seatbelt on, and I leaned forward to grab it, and I felt like a rabbit getting field dressed. I thought I was gonna shit my guts out.
And you could tell by the noise he made. It was just
Dude, I felt the blood rush to my head, my face get red, and I was like, oh God. I had to take the seatbelt off and like slide over in the seat and like lean over sideways to get it. I'm like, okay, it's time to fix that.
I'm telling you, we need to start going to the gym, eating better instead of eating tacos.
Those fucking fish tacos today were bomb.
I don't like the fish tacos. It's carnitas. That's what
I'm not telling you that that's bad, because those are good as shit too. I'm just a fan of fish tacos.
I just don't fish. Me and fish don't get along too, unless like salmon. Salmon's obviously really good. Or Tempe's. I like Tempe's.
We're about to have that.
His
tomorrow.
walleye.
We're about to have that tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm down with that. That's good.
We're gonna.
But like, I don't do cod and. Bleh,
we're having a fish fry for our Richards meeting.
Yep. So
that's gonna be good.
I got a question for you.
What do you got? What do you got? Shoot him, McGavin. What do you got? I keep pulling my shirt out because it's like hugging my belly. I'm fat boy.
Has been talking about it.
Fat boy.
Who would win in a fight?
Oh,
me. Just kidding. Gorilla or a bear?
What kind of bear?
Grizzly bear, of course.
Ooh, okay. I've done this debate before. And so I'm going to tell you what I think first.
And
then I'm going to tell you about the last time I debated this and what happened. I think a silverback gorilla would win that fight every time.
I think so too.
Absolutely.
Not only are they strong and agile, but they're pretty fast for how big they are.
You ever seen one in like a dude? Oh,
but God. Like you got to think a bear. They're obviously big as fuck. They're strong as fuck. But a gorilla is gonna have more. I feel like more opportunities and shit to like just jump on the back of the bear and just start beating the fucking ever-loving shit out of it. Just ripping hair out and shit.
Usain Bolt would look slow as fuck racing a gorilla. He's the fastest man alive, or was last I knew.
Probably still is,
dude. That
I don't know. Like if it's like if they're like next to each other and racing down like actual track, I feel like he could.
No,
they can't go the distances like he can though.
Dude, have you ever seen how fast a gorilla can go from point A to point pissed off?
Yeah, but I bet he can run faster scared than they can mad.
So, dude, they're so fast. Like, but here's the thing.
But they're more quick.
I've also seen videos of like mama grizzly bears that charge boats on like rivers.
They're fast. Yeah, they're fast
as fuck too.
But you gotta think in a tight quarters, right?
Yep.
I feel like a gorilla can maneuver a lot better than the bear, who's gonna have to like this big long bear is gotta have like take longer turns and shit.
So
than a gorilla who just hop around and like jump over the fucking gorilla, or I mean the bear, and just.
When I was in the Air Force, we had this debate, and on the particular day that we had this debate, we got pretty heated about it, and it was pretty even between like everybody that was in the debate. So what we did was we started calling every major zoo in the United States that we could think of, like the Bronx Zoo, San Diego, Minneapolis. Like we started calling all these major city zoos. We're like, hey, can we speak to your bear specialist or your primate specialist? Yeah, sure. And they'd answer the phone and be like, hey, question, shoot. If a grizzly and a silverback were to fight, and they'd be like, hold on. Who are you, and do you own either of the two? I'm like, no. Like we don't own them. We're not gonna fight them. It's a hypothetical. Who do you think would win? And they both said that the winner of, like, every zoo we called basically said the same thing. The winner of that fight would basically come down to the gorilla would win if it would move quick enough that the grizzly couldn't land the first swat.
Oh, sure, yeah. If a grizzly fucking just swatted the fuck out of the gorilla. They
said if the grizzly bear landed the first swat, the gorilla would be fucked up. But if the silverback was able to get in and get a hold of the bear, they said, hands down, the silverback's way meaner. It's gonna fuck the bear up. Yeah. So I counted that as a win. Mm-hmm. I was right. I picked the silverback. I think the silverback definitely. Hey, if you guys think that we're wrong on our guess, go ahead, shoot us.
Send it.
Get us a comment. Shoot us an email. That's kloveyoubby@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Shoot us your opinion on who would win and why you think they would win.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I tell you what, we went pretty extensive on the zoos. I think we called like 8, and they all said it would be a hands down. It'd come down to who got the first good blow.
Yeah, I still think it'd be the gorilla.
But here's the thing that baffled me. A full-grown adult grizzly bear, they said, was like 12 to 1,500 pounds. Guess how much a full-grown adult silverback gorilla
weighs? Like 800 pounds?
No.
How much?
Between 350 and 500 pounds. So there's a huge weight disadvantage there.
I don't know. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. They said there was a huge weight disadvantage. Huge. Like, are you Googling it?
I gotta Google it. How much does a full grown gorilla weigh?
It was like 350 to 500 pounds, something like that.
Popped right up. Wow. That's adult males weigh an average of 300 pounds and up to 500 pounds.
Yeah. Dude, I told you.
6 feet tall. That's it. 6 feet tall. I feel like I'm not as scared of gorillas now than I used to be.
They say if you could get a silverback to lay down on a bench press, a flat bench, and actually do a bench press, they say they could bench like 2,500 pounds.
So if you look at gorillas though, they don't like, with us, our legs are probably some of the bigger part, like their legs compared to like their fucking massive torsos and arms aren't shit. Dude, they got these little baby legs.
Yeah.
These fucking torsos and arms that are as big as your fucking body.
Dude,
the arms.
Think about a 300-pound man bench pressing 2,500 pounds. That's a fucking gorilla.
Yeah. It's scary.
Dude. Yeah.
So being as that you're in the Air Force, another debate for you. I guarantee you guys have had this debate before.
Master debate?
Master debated it.
Master debate. Yeah. Okay. Shoot.
So you have an airplane and it's on a treadmill. Engine's running. It's on a treadmill. Yeah. Will it take off?
Okay. So knowing what I know about airplanes, no.
I honestly thought you were going to say yes. And I was.
So
no, it would not.
Knowing what I know about airplanes, no, it will not take off.
No, you need lift.
The wheels will turn really fast.
It'll run. It'll sit right where it's at. But the whole point of the engines is to propel forward to get that airflow under the wings to fucking create lift.
Dude, that has been a debate. I think since, I don't want to say airplanes were invented, but definitely treadmills.
Maybe a long fucking time, that's for sure. And I just don't understand how people can think that it would take off.
Hey, do you think we could shorten our runway if we made it more like a treadmill?
It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. It wouldn't,
dude. There's a lot
because it's fucking turning and burning, but it ain't fucking moving. How's there any airflow under its wings?
There's a lot of people, dude. It's like the same circumstance, right? When you like a Cessna airplane, right? A Cessna airplane will read like your ground speed, and it'll read like your airspeed, whatever. But have you ever seen like those videos where the airplane is up in the air and it's open throttle, it's flying, right? But it's not moving because the wind is blowing so hard.
Mm-hmm.
The airplane is just sitting in one place.
Yeah.
In the air. Because their headwind is blowing so hard. It just keeps them. It's because of the air under the wings.
Yep.
It's like the treadmill thing, but backwards.
Well, just think of this too. Say you're sitting in a car, right? And you know when you drive down the road, you got the windows down, you take your hand out like this.
Yeah.
Like this. I got to put it in the camera, I suppose. Put it like this, and you kind of just float. You can feel the air, and it just kind of hangs up there. You don't have to do a whole lot. Now imagine you're in the same car, and you're on a treadmill, and you put your hand out the window. What's it going to do? It's going to drop.
Well, no, you're going to hold it there. It's not gonna
you're going to hold it there.
Yeah, it's not going to drop.
But it's not. But if you like stopped holding it, and you're just like, let's see what happens, it's going to go down.
Yeah.
Because there's no airflow.
Yeah. Dude, I know all about that because I did the whole hand out the window trick a couple weeks ago on my way back from Green Bay. The whole way.
Did you?
I had the window down the whole way. Cars are coming. I'm like, watch this. And then like they'd get close to me. I'm like, F-22.
I used to do the whole thing where like I'd go and I would stick my hand up and let the whole thing catch the wind and see if I could hold my arm before it hit the back of the window. Nope. It always hit the back of the window.
Always.
Oh shit.
Dude, those are good.
What?
Dude, we need to have more debate questions.
We should.
Like that. Dude, because
it wasn't much of a debate though, because we both agreed on both things.
Yeah, we agreed on it. But I think there's definitely things like that out there that we need to discuss so that you guys can give your opinions on, because
I guarantee there's people who have opinions on that will.
Oh yeah, there's so many people out there like, fuck you, grizzly bear all day.
Yeah. Or
I was attacked by one once. I know how strong they are.
I fought a grizzly once.
Hey,
they're fucking strong.
Guess what? Bear spray don't work. Speaking of, have you seen those videos of like people on hiking trails and like mountain lions? They're just like casually like, yeah, keep backing up with your camera.
Yeah.
Eventually you're going to trip and I'm going to eat your fucking face off.
Yeah. I see. The guy yelled at it and shit.
I'd be
get the fuck out of here, and it just stopped.
I'd be panicking.
Yeah,
so hard.
Yeah, those things are
like,
god damn.
I
should have been having my safety glasses.
I think I would be less scared of a bear than a big cat.
Fuck no.
Like a bear's gonna maul you and like beat the fuck out of you
to death.
But a cat genetically knows it needs to bite your throat. Like if a cat wants you dead, it's going to bite your throat and you're done.
So the thing that's scarier about like a big cat compared to like a bear, it's gonna like announce itself. You're gonna know it's there. So most of the times, like a big fucking cat, they're gonna stalk the shit out of you.
Yeah.
In the right circumstances. Dude. And then they're just gonna fucking when you like don't have a chance to fight back or whatever.
If I could wear like a steel neck brace and then go fight a cat, I probably wouldn't be so scared.
Just a neck brace? Like you don't want to protect your balls or?
Well, I mean, obviously I'm going to get fucked up, but yeah. Like if I could put a steel like...
I just want you to know. I don't know if you know this.
Like a sea collar, but made of steel.
I don't know if you know this, but you can bleed out from other places other than your neck that will kill you.
Yeah, well...
Like your thigh area,
yeah,
that'll kill the fuck out of you.
Yeah, but I mean, I think my chances of fighting off a cat would be better than a bear if I was wearing like a fucking metal sea collar where they couldn't get my neck. Because you know they're gonna go for your neck.
Okay, so what
A
would
cat is like genetically.
what would you rather fight, a big cat or a shark?
Ooh.
A shark would be really hard because you're
Well,
slow.
see, a shark doesn't go for anything specific, so they're gonna grab you wherever. Oh fuck, that's hard.
because they're a lot bigger than you.
Dude, a cat's still gonna go for your neck. On ground,
What is with you in the neck?
they're gonna go, dude.
I get it. It'll kill you or whatever.
No,
but
every cat goes for your neck. Once they got your neck, you're fucking done.
sure.
You're not getting them off. They're not gonna let
But
go.
imagine being in dark water.
Mm,
You got this shark. You know it's there, but it's swimming around you somewhere, and it just comes out of nowhere.
fucking either or. Cat or shark?
Definitely not a shark, I don't think, because that's, first of all, being in that dark water is sketchy as fuck.
Dude,
Second of all, you can't move for shit in water.
You'd have a better chance with a cat, I think, than a shark. If both animals said we're fighting to the death, and like their goal, like not just a random, I think you're a seal. Oh no, you're not a seal. I'm gonna swim away. If they both thought we're fighting to the death, I'm gonna kill you or you're gonna kill me, I think my chances would be better with a cat.
Yeah, it'd be easier to kill a cat than a shark.
Well, because here's the thing.
Do you have a knife or is this bare hands?
Here's the thing. Oh God! If it's bare hands, you're fucked either way.
You could get the cat. You'd definitely be fucked with a shark. What are you gonna do? Jab its eye out?
Here's the thing. I get
fuck its gills with your fuck you, shark.
Oh,
fuck your gills. That's all you could do. You just fucking finger fuck the shit out of its gills and hope you do some damage.
That shark to fucking Timbuktu.
Even if you punch it, you'd be like in the water. You know it's gonna be like through the fucking water.
If you could reach around and stick your finger in the shark's butt, do you think it would react?
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be like, hey, that's my fucking asshole?
No, probably not.
Nah.
Because they probably take bigger shits than you can fucking anything you can put inside of them. They're shitting out license. No, they don't shit out license plates.
Okay, so definitely the cat. And here's my logic. I can survive longer being fucking mauled where I can still breathe than if I was in the water with a shark and they had me underwater. If the shark gets me and they're mauling me, my chances of opportunity to get that motherfucker back are like, I've got like a minute and a half, maybe.
Yeah, because not only are you fighting the shark, but you're fighting not having air.
Yeah,
you're fighting two enemies
at once. Yeah, like a cat. Now I can fucking, as long as I'm not bleeding out, I got all the time in the world with a cat. As long as I'm not bleeding out. I'm going with cat. Definitely cat.
Yep, cat.
Shark or cat? I'm going with cat.
Cat. Fuck sharks.
Yeah, fuck sharks. Fuck sharks. Do those people that fucking swim with sharks?
Nope.
Dude, have you seen those like scuba divers that swim with sharks? Like they like get on the bottom and they like put their hands on their mouth, like their nose and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to do that.
No, I saw a video not too long ago. This guy was in a cage and it was like, by the boat or whatever. And somehow the shark got inside the cage with him. Yeah. And it was just, you couldn't see anything.
Let me guess, the shark wasn't there just to say, hey, what's up, dude?
No, it was not. He was trying to fucking eat. And it was just, you couldn't see shit. It was just bubbles and fucking splashing and this cage fucking flopping around and shit. And I think the guy made it out somehow. But fuck that.
Dude, when you watch Shark Week,
yeah,
and you like pay attention to some of these Shark Week episodes, some of these scientists are starting to figure out like these sharks are way fucking smarter than people give them credit for, and they know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
like these great whites and shit, where the one I just saw this last Shark Week season, Shark Week season, they were taking videos of these great white sharks at two different stages of the year based off of like what they were doing. They took pictures, and then they took like these. They had these samples of like it was like a color spectrum that they were trying to get in the photo, so they could compare the color of the great white shark between like on the bottom by the cage that they were in, and up when it like breached to fucking eat the seal decoy. And they fucking found out that great white sharks can change the color of their gray to camouflage themselves in different scenarios.
Well, yeah, that's why they're two-toned. That's why they got the white on the bottom and the darker on top.
But the gray, they can change the color of the gray to blend in better with whatever depth of water they're in and the environment they're in. They can lighten their gray or darken it so that they're more invisible. So like they found out when they're like trying to get seals and shit, and it's like deeper water and whatever, they'll darken their the gray color so that the seals can't see them down below swimming up on the surface, so they can fucking ambush. They can come out of nowhere.
Bastards.
Yeah. And I got to thinking, I'm like, why haven't we've been hunting deer and buffalo and shit for fucking thousands of years. Why can't we camouflage ourselves so we don't have to buy fucking Sitka and all this expensive fucking camo?
We don't have that capability.
No. We need to figure that out.
Yeah. Yep. All right, dude. Well, it's time to get out of here. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Love you much.
It's that fucking time already.
Is that time already, sir?
I feel like we just started. I think you're bullshitting.
I don't bullshit.
I'm sorry, you guys. Brandon keeps fucking selling you guys short here. He's fucking cutting us off too early.
I'm not cutting you off right at the right time.
Okay. Well, fuck you.
Thanks, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe. We appreciate the fuck out of you.
Hit the smash button, bro.
Yep. Smash it.
Hey, for real. We love you guys. We appreciate you tuning in. We're here for you. We want you to be here for us. Hit that smash button. Subscribe, like, share, comment, follow. All of the things.
Yep.
Till next week.
Till next week.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
We're chasing the mud cheeks up and down the court. All these girls have cowboy boots and carry around their pitchforks. Chasing the mud cheeks up and down the court. All these girls have real nice butts and wear those Wrangler jean shorts. Oh, fuck it. Let's get out of here.
Let's go, dude.
Pull chocks.